Hey everybody, welcome to a wet, rainy off-grid homestead. Very, very wet. It was 43 degrees today and raining, so very little power coming in on the solar panels. By the way, this is Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World and the Off-Grid Project. Haven't been on the video much in a month, and part of it was more related to the last video I did. A lot of time was spent on those activities, and part of it was spent on DIY Tube video community, and part of it was I just needed a break. So anyway, DIY Tube is looking good. The other situation, I don't know, and I'm back behind the camera. So nothing around here has moved much except for the wood pile, but we've had a little bit of warmer weather recently. Let me take you around back and show you something new. You will notice here a quiet, very quiet, empty area. We sold our birds, and I've had them up for a little over a month now. We decided to downsize, and we have 3 egg-laying hens. All the chickens are gone and the ducks are gone. Melanie and I made this decision ourselves because we figured that we are in a vacation community, and in winter we don't have any egg customers. All the customers are gone in winter. Therefore, we are just keeping birds throughout half the year with no source of, well, no profit from them. It's just cost and no possibility of any profit or income from them. So we were giving away eggs. We were using eggs. We've been pickling eggs and salting eggs and eating eggs galore. But we decided that it was time to downsize to 3 birds, 3 egg-laying girls, and that's all we have. That'll reduce our food cost each month and reduce the amount of work that we have to do on the chickens throughout the winter. So anyway, it's peaceful and quiet here, and when the girls, when we get through spring, the girls will be able to have so much more food in the natural plant life that grows here. The plants will have a chance to grow up faster and better, and the girls have a massive play yard here for themselves. And we might get 2 more babies in the spring, and continuously each year adding 2 birds, because chickens lay eggs for about 2 years in a row. So these girls here have another good year left in them, and then after that they'll taper off. So that'll give 2 new birds time to grow up and start laying eggs before these ones taper off. And that's our plans. That's the new plans on the homestead for chickens. Just for us. Just gonna reduce and downsize for ourselves. Just a little greenhouse update, no big deal, but look, there's still some growth in some plants. Okay, it's grass, it's not like, nothing to be excited about. The sage is still alive, and over there, all of the herbs are actually thriving somehow. I don't know how, but some of them are thriving. Now the mint family has died off, but the other herbs are actually growing. It's pretty cool, even without the windows on the top. So things are alive in this greenhouse. That's good news, though. Really exciting to know that. I think we'll be able to make it next year. It took me some time, and I ran out of time this year, and the weather got ahead of me. But hey, we always got next year. Over here, guys, I have put the wood next to the wood stove. This is very, very stable, so don't worry about that battery. This doesn't rock or twitch. Now I'm starting to see some, little bit, I don't know if with the light on there, let me dim the light a little. I'm starting to see some checking taking place here. Little bit, very mild. That one being worse than the others, the bottom one. I'm not sure how deep in it goes. And that one has some right there. But other than that, that's the only thing I'm seeing so far. They are drying faster right next to the wood stove, and I keep them rotating out every day. So one day the right side, then the other day the left. I'll keep them rotating around, and in the next day or so here, I'm going to start working on them. Run them through the planer, sand them, route them, run them through the router, and start putting them together. So we'll see how it goes. Now I've had these out here for about a week now, but you know, since I haven't done any work, video work, didn't get to show you. But there you go. They're drying. They're coming along pretty good, actually. Now here I've got some wire I took out of the camper demolition job, and I've unrolled 2 strands, which is long enough to go from my solar power bank, my power outlet box, through the house to the corner where I'm going to run through into my office. So I have 12 volt DC electricity in the office to run, to charge devices and run my Bedini motors, which are currently inside. So right now I'm going to go ahead and run these wires, and it was great that I got to keep the wire from the camper demolition. That's a convenient thing. So I'm going to run these wires in through the wall there. Now I'm going to drill through this wall. I know there's drywall in here too, so I think there's drywall. Yeah, there's drywall behind here. And then I can run my cords through the wall as well for the solar power. Now I'm going to drill down close to the bottom, but away from the corner so I don't hit any 2x4s in there. Now I'm going to try to center it so it's easier coming out. Might need an extension. How thick is this wall? I'll have to go through the other side and see if I can get through there. That's a pretty thick wall. Alright, let's see what it looks like on the other side. I won't be able to show you in there, so I'll have to just do that. Wire goes through the wall. I have to take care of some excess here. I'll wrap that up. But the wire goes through, and it comes over behind my desk into a search strip. I have it going up over. I have to bring it back down. I just undid the living room side, left this because it's coiled up over here. Anyway, comes on in here. I'm charging my Ryobi tool batteries. I'm charging flashlight batteries, and I have light. And this is my line that goes to the solar power battery bank in the living room. So there you go, there's all that. Now, I've laid out the 2 RV wires. I taped them together at the end and I shoved them through. We'll go out in the living room and feed them out. And here they are. So I'm going to run this along where the orange wire goes, all the way through, behind the wood stove, along the floor. It goes underneath the wall edge here, so it's totally safe. And I'm going to run that along all the way through, and then I'm going to end up running the network wire as well. That one goes to the mining rig. That goes to my solar powered mining rig. So when the sun is shining bright, this wire is plugged into the solar power. This wire goes into the modem, which is plugged into the solar power. And then I can run my cryptocurrency mining rig for free on solar power. So I'm going to reroute this wire too, and run everything through this hole. Right now I'm working on getting DC power in there for USB charging and for my Bedini motor. Okay, I'm going to put this on a fuse. The whole wire will be on a fused line. So it'll all be safe and good and right. Okay, and I can run that on here. And I don't have a fuse, so there's no power going to the line yet. At this time, not yet. When I put the fuse in, then we'll have power. Okay, there's that. Nice and neat. The next one will go there, there, there. Beautiful. Nice and neat. Alright, I'm going to close my box back up. I have the ground wire in. I've got the positive wire running to a fuse. Then I have to go into the office and set up something, probably a cigarette lighter of some kind over there, so I can safely tap off that for my projects. Okay, I ran the network wire through, so now I'll have solar powered cryptocurrency mining on my solar powered modem and my solar powered electricity over here. So now I can shove things back where they belong, straighten up the house, and then I'll have to put in, I have a fuse box in there as well, which I'm going to use as a distribution block for going off to whatever power I need. Now right here is a fuse block from the very same camper that I got the wires from. Right now I'm going to cut off the end of that and crimp on a, where'd I put them? Oh, up here. I'm going to crimp on a connector, and then I will have it actually double fused. But that wasn't the reason for this. The reason is it's a perfect power distribution block right here. It's absolutely perfect power distribution block. Oops, I put it upside down. I want this to be the plus in, because there's our soldered together here. We've got to reverse that. Anyway, I'm going to put this one on here, and then that'll be the output going up. I can reverse it later. But that'll be the output going up to the Bedini motor, or whatever I want to do at this time. But anyway, that is extra safe. So the camper I gutted out a while back is certainly serving me well. I'm going to leave a little extra on this. Only cut it off where it starts to get stripped. I used an axe to pull that wire out of that camper. Worked for me. I did the job. I did that camper demo in a fast way. There's a couple more I can do some demo on, but I don't know. It's a lot of work. It is a terrible amount of work. I don't like stripping campers. I did it in a few half days. I think in summer it wouldn't be as bad. But then again, in winter you're not sweating as bad, so I guess you got your pros and cons either way. Now, this, although it's down by the floor, Michelle won't have any access to because she doesn't have access to this room anyway. And I'm going to run these wires down under. As you can see, they never finished this house and they never put trim on. So I can run wires down along here, or trim down under here, and hide these wires properly. Alright. Now I'm going to have to get a negative, a ground distribution block. I have to look in a shop and see if I can find something, because it'll be sure would be convenient to have a ground block down here too somewhere. Screw that in, and then screw in whatever wires I want to go up from there to my Bedini motor. So what I'll do is I'll get another crimp on here, or I'll crimp on an end on here, and then run that up, and then screw in here, run that up, and I've got my plus and minus up there fused in case I short anything together. But I'll have to go out and look and see if I can get a distribution block. We'll see what comes yet today, if I have one. If not, that's how it's going to sit. But anyway, as soon as I put a fuse in the one in the living room, this will be hot. Right now there's no power, so there's no harm of anything. I could touch these together. The ground is screwed in, but the positive's not connected to anything. So anyway, that's it for now, and see if I can find a block here. In my shop, I dug out a 12-volt double power outlet. So a dual cigarette lighter outlet, no USB. Alright, and then I got a distribution block. I forgot to get screws. Bummer. I'm gonna have to go get screws. But I got a distribution block for the ground. And then I can start running some wire in here and getting some power. Okay, I got a distribution block on the wall, and now I'm going to hook up the wire here, and that'll be it for tonight. I'm going to leave myself some extra in case I want to move that in the future. And actually, since that one's longer, I'm going to leave quite a bit of extra. I can tuck it in or curl it up somewhere, but I don't want it to be too short. And then I've got a nice chunk for running up to my Bedini motor. So I'm just going to plug this into here for today, and that'll be it today. Because tomorrow I'm going to do the wiring for the Bedini motor and start working on some batteries. And I'm going to invite you to come over to my electronics channel for that, to see that video. So I'm going to run this into here. I think I'm going to run it in there. I can't quite see very well in there. Alright. Maybe I should have checked how this works before trying to do this. I can't get the wire in the distribution block. Okay. I need more light on the subject. I decided to put a split end on there. I don't want to be messing around trying to get that wire into that screw and make it work. So we put that on. Crimp that one in place. Okay, now that'll screw in. Okay. That's better. It's like it was made for each other. Alright. Good, that's very nice. I'm just going to tuck that out over here. I'll straighten those out later, zip tie them together, and coil up out of my way. Alright, tomorrow we'll finish this, doing the running wires up to the Bedini motor, probably hooking in a cigarette lighter socket. But that's it for tonight, guys. This is Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World and the Off-Grid Project. Another day comes to a finish, and it's a long day. It's 10:30 at night. So please like, subscribe, and share, and follow our videos as we strive to become fully self-sufficient and off the grid on a budget. And check out DIY Tube video community, DIYtube.video, for freedom of speech, free membership, unlimited video uploads and video size, and start earning rewards, which you can use for perks on the site. Check it out, guys, and see you all later.